This was a bicycle race, but none of the participants were actually riding their bikes. Instead, everyone was carrying their bicycles and running. Just moments earlier, a crash had occurred, causing the riders behind to fall. Seeing that their bikes were damaged, the racers quickly got up and started running toward the finish line with their bikes in hand. The man in black was the first to arrive. He thought he had one, but the referee declared the result invalid because he had carried his bike. The victory actually belonged to this man. This man was not a sprinter, he was just a lead-out rider in the team. A lead-out rider is the one who blocks the wind for the sprinter. Even if he won the race, it would be the sprinter who would go up to receive the award, while he would have to stand below. However, this man was a proud individual. When he first joined the team, he had challenged the sprinter's ability and was taught a lesson. He simply couldn't keep up with the others. It was only because the sprinter got injured this time that the team had no choice but to entrust him with the responsibility. This was very important to him. Winning would mean promotion, while losing would result in the team's dissolution. The man had good explosive power but poor endurance, especially on uphill sections. Most of this race was uphill. In order not to fall behind, the man chose to attack early, with the lead-out rider helping him break through the pack. But the distance was too long, and the other teams quickly caught up. The man, in pursuit of victory, had no choice but to conserve his energy and follow the lead-out rider through this uphill section. His strong suit was downhill riding. With the lead-out rider's push, the man charged forward. He had to maintain a speed of 80 km/h on this downhill section to catch up with his opponents. It's important to note that traveling at such a high speed is very risky. The rider ahead encountered a pile of stones in a tunnel. Fortunately, he managed to brake in time, or he would have fallen off a cliff. When the man reached the spot, he didn't choose to brake. Instead, he lifted his bike and jumped over the stones in that instant. However, this move was extremely risky, and it also allowed him to close the gap with his opponent significantly. The man quickly caught up with his opponent in the next tunnel, but the opponent, taking advantage of the tunnel being empty, headbutted the man, sending him flying. The man was thrown to the ground with a thud, but despite being covered in injuries, he didn't waste any time. He immediately got up, got back on his bike, and chased after his opponent. This made the highly competitive man furious. He pursued his opponent with all his might, shouting at him. The opponent was stunned by the man's fearless spirit. Eventually, the man won the race by half a bike length. This race made the man famous overnight, and he successfully advanced to the league, also being promoted from a lead-out rider to a sprinter.